What you say? What you say?
I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
All right. You already know what it is. No podcast name yet, but we back for another episode. Episode 1, episode 0 was a test. Test passed, A+. We know what we doing, kinda, a little bit, sorta, something like that. So we back for another episode, another week. Here are my co-host, EJ2KO. Say what's up to the people.
Wazam.
We back. Might not be a long one this week, but still I'll give you content. First thing I'm gonna pop up.
Real content, not what y'all see on the other media talking about just to get the clicks.
Well, you love talking about that. Get in your bed. What you want to get off your chest? I know you got something on your mind about that. You just don't bring that up and don't have anything that you ain't been thinking about.
I just don't like how the media just say things for shock value. You know, it's real sports fans out here. I say me and you are some real sports fans that we need to be fed. You know, and I'm not being fed properly. They giving us cake all day. I need me some meat and potatoes. You know what I'm talking about? they not getting to the real. Don't feed me cake for me to be happy, bro. I mean, it's good, no. I mean, yeah, but I don't need cake all day.
Okay, that boy went straight to the cake. There's some people might actually enjoy the cake every day, so you gotta go something like feeding you like spam.
In America, they enjoy that cake. And look how we looking today.
Oh man, you're right.
you can't do cake every day.
You sure can't. No, imagine that. There's people actually doing that though. There's people that actually eat a slice of cake every day.
Come on now, bro.
I actually believe there's something like there might be a small percentage of Americans like, you know what, just it's dessert. Like, I think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's still that housewife in America that still like bakes a cake and just leave it on the countertop in a glass container, a glass cake holder, just sitting there.
They're not our age, not these young girls.
You said just leave it. They just leave little Debbie snacks on the counter. They just leave an oatmeal pie on the table.
Her kids snacks, you better not eat it. Don't get caught eating the kid.
I was trying to sneak it away. I don't care. No, I'm playing.
Little Bobby ain't gonna have no snack in his lunchbox and next day messing with me.
Hey, let's get to the real.
Let's get to it.
First thing that came to my mind was like, dog, Frank Vogel. I know we late to the party, but like Frank Vogel.
Oh yeah.
They pretty much just said, T. Lou, you pretty much just LeBron's coach. Like that's how you like. He being labeled that already. Like you just LeBron's coach, or LeBron's the reason why they won. So he's not really getting the credit he deserves. But Frank Vogel, they went all the way left. Like your franchise, they crazy, bro. I don't know what's going on with your team.
I'm gonna say Frank Vogel's a solid coach. You could do better, you could do worse. I think he's middle of the pack coach. I don't think it was nothing special or nothing like that. But it's not the worst thing. Yeah,
you could do a lot better.
We could do a lot better, definitely. But he's a proven coach, so he's a proven coach. I mean, he's proven himself with the Pacers. He didn't do too good. He didn't do too good.
You ever been in a relationship that you didn't really want to be in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Lakers feel with LeBron. Like for real, they don't want to break it. They don't want to break up, and like he brings benefits, but they're not really in love with LeBron. They don't really love LeBron. They're not thinking like I'm gonna marry LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron's someone that keeps the Lakers happy till like all right, till the next one comes along, and he's the GOAT. How's that happening?
I'm a Laker fan. So we're gonna have two different perspectives on this Lakers and LeBron topic. Um, I'm not really all in. I mean, I like LeBron and I appreciate LeBron, but you just have to do too much to appease LeBron. You have to construct your team a certain kind of way for. And this could be just the media, but you know how they are. He has to have shooters around him. He has to have. He doesn't like young guys. You have to train your young players. He can't play with young players. Okay, every team needs shooters, so don't just make it seem like it's LeBron. I mean, everybody needs a shooter here and there, but don't just make it seem like we need all 3-and-D players and let LeBron just do the rest. Nah.
You know how the Giannis and the Bucks, you know how they set up right now?
Yeah, that's like
That's pretty much how LeBron like teams been like since Miami.
I don't think LeBron's had a strong.
Like, no, I'm not saying the type of players, but like
type
the
of
spacing.
Like
each one of them could shoot. The only one that really couldn't shoot like that was D Wade. But everybody else that's on the court when LeBron's on the court can shoot, except Joel Anthony and Chris Anderson and Mozgov. And those are all big, but those are the bigs, you know what I'm saying? Like Joel Anthony, you know what I'm saying? He was like him and Mario Chalmers. He was on the team. So I remember that Joel Anthony era. Like they was trying to get him good. They was trying to make him good. He just couldn't handle the ball. But he got a ring out the deal. But still, like the art, like bro, like the plan, like the blueprint, it's there. And y'all out here trying to reinvent the wheel. Like the fact that the first year goes wrong. What goes like not as expected. Y'all want to treat LeBron like, all right. Y'all pretty much treat LeBron like your old girlfriend that you had for like a long time, and you started finding these young little new things on IG. Like, damn, I could do better. I could do better than LeBron. Like, how you gonna do better than LeBron? Who y'all had before him that was better than him?
Okay, I'm not
exactly.
Nah, we can go. Do you want to go there? Who do we have? What do you mean before him?
I mean, I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna disrespect Go. I ain't gonna disrespect Mamba. He one of my favorite. I grown to love Kobe and become a Kobe fan after he retired. After like I got to know him. Like, damn, I should have like became a Kobe fan while he was still playing. But
Kobe is cerebral. Kobe is.
Well, it's spelled cerebral.
Hey, look, he's cerebral.
Spell it.
I can't. But look. Now, but seriously though, like we're not gonna entertain that because the Lakers have had so many great players. I think a lot of players is like on the same level as a LeBron. I don't think LeBron's. I can't say he's like way better than Magic Johnson. I can't say he's like they're in the same tier of player. Magic. I think Kobe's better than LeBron.
Okay, you talk all day about all that, but what did any of them just face what LeBron's going through? Like they purposely doing things like in spite.
Don't Kobe and Magic have 5 championships apiece?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you talking about having faced? What does that mean?
What I got to do with this conversation?
You said they haven't faced the same things LeBron has faced. So what does LeBron face?
No, like right now, like in terms of treatment from the organization. Like, dog, for real, like Magic didn't want to coach. He didn't like a coach no more and they fired him. LeBron wanted to coach and made it impossible. Like they were like, all right, LeBron wants you, so I guess you just be LeBron coach 3 years. Like, the coach from Michigan just came up and got 5 years off the rip.
The thing is, we're tired of paying people that aren't with the organization anymore. I can see why you don't want to give. If you're not confident a coach could do 5 years, you still got to pay them. It's a contract. You still paying people. You don't want to pay nobody on the team. So I'm saying, like, we got to try. We'll get to 3 years and then we can move on from there. But I don't say just give everybody 5 years and all this other stuff. Nah, man. Not especially when you've only proven yourself with LeBron. And it's not saying Ty Lue's not a good coach. It's that you got LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You had LeBron, Kevin Love, Kyrie. Like
So what that mean?
You inherited a great team. I'm not saying he can't coach, but
So we're gonna say the same thing about Phil Jackson?
Pieces?
We're gonna say the same thing about Phil Jackson?
No, because Phil Jackson did it consistently. He's masterminded.
When he only had great players.
No. But it's different. You did a great job you won one championship with a great team. Phil Jackson has done it repeatedly.
Okay. When he only had great players, what has he done when he had an average roster? Like before he had Powell and he had Smush Parker, he had Lamar
players.
and he had Kwame Brown. What did they do?
You need great players. So I'm not saying that, but
bro, LeBron had Eric Snow, Zadrunas Zagauskas, Larry Hughes.
I'm trying to figure out what are you
Anderson Varejao. It went to the finals
in the East. Yes,
when he was like what 21.
I'm in the East. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So what's the argument about the East now? Or like when LeBron, the whole time LeBron was going to the finals, the East was weak, or was LeBron that dominant?
It's both. It's both.
Man.
It's both. No, LeBron.
As soon as LeBron left, we got all these new teams popping up in the East. We have 4 teams considered like, all right, they could win the championship. Before, when LeBron was in the East, it was how many teams? All right, maybe 1 or 2. Maybe
That's
3.
different. Okay, because
you know who you have to go through.
No, because LeBron had Kyrie, so Kyrie.
I don't believe in all that East-West stuff. Like at the end of the day, when you get to the finals, you playing. It's the best 2 teams out of 30. I don't care how you get there.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No, it can be the best 2 teams, but no, I don't think so, they were ever. When it's
the NBA Finals, like it's not the best 2 teams in the league.
No.
So give me a scenario, give me a situation in which it was the NBA Finals and there was a team at home that was actually better than the second place team, or the actual champions.
When Golden State beat the Thunder, Kevin Durant last year.
That team was better than who?
The Thunder were better than the Cavs.
But why didn't they beat the? Okay. Ain't it the year that LeBron beat the Warriors?
Yeah.
Okay. Argument invalid. Password incorrect. Try again. How you gonna make that argument and be like, all right, Thunder was better? So Thunder were better than the world champions that year, but they couldn't beat second. But they couldn't beat the second place team when they had them down 3-1.
The Thunder would have beat LeBron.
But why couldn't they beat the second place team though? They couldn't even how you gonna say they could beat? How could you say they could beat the champions if they couldn't even beat the second place team that year?
It's not always the case.
Okay, James.
You know you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
How? I do believe it. What do you mean? How can you say the Thunder were better than the Cavs when they won it all? Like they had a chance to be there. They just needed one more game. And they lost. And then them boys came up against the GOAT. The GOAT rubbed his chin hair. You know what I'm saying? Kicked his heels. And got it done.
So you're saying that's not always how it works though. So you think the Blazers are better than Houston?
You said who?
Do you think the Blazers are better than Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a better team.
I don't know. They're not. So they went head to head. The Blazers will beat Houston.
I'll put my money on the Blazers, yeah.
I don't
like Houston had the best player, but we already know what they're gonna do.
I don't believe.
Right. Like, bro, you can't I'm not gonna repeat what everybody else said on ESPN, but it's obvious. Like, yes, James Harden is cold, but they can't win like that.
I'm not
Like, bro,
I don't like James
people talk
Harden.
about people talk about D'Antoni. If we're gonna look at the film, like real basketball players, like real basketball fans, no, people with real basketball IQ, no. The way the Rockets play now and the way D'Antoni run his team now is not the way they was playing when he was in Phoenix. It is not. It is not the way they was playing in Phoenix. So D'Antoni's not even coaching the way that what made him famous. Like, yeah, he probably still got that kind of style, probably still stay with the same principles.
Yeah, same
But,
principles.
but in terms of like watching the game and how they play and move and screens and all that, like they're not playing like that.
Well, because it's more ISO ball. Because it wasn't
Exactly.
ISO like that. It wasn't
So
ISO like that in Phoenix.
let's be honest, they're just rolling the ball out. Like, bro, I know about that. Like my first year ever coaching, I rolled the ball out on offense. I really didn't know what I was doing. But now I know my offense is cold. But he's an NBA. D'Antoni's 70 years old. You don't think he know what he doing on offense, like screens and like, bro? If he just played he got 2 Steve Nashes and he don't know what to do. That's why, like, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, one of my documentaries. Like, bro, Chris Paul got to go. Like, not like the Rockets kick him out. Like, Chris Paul got to be like, no, I'm gone. Like, he a $40 million 3-and-D guy. Like when James Harden on the court, he just stands in the corner or on the wing. Like, all right, when the ball gets to me, I do my thing. Like they're not even like you got Chris Paul, and he's not even like they don't put him in a situation to create to play his game.
He's an afterthought with them.
Bro, like, I'm telling you right now. Like I'm gonna get the podcast, the insight what my YouTube video gonna be on my documentaries page. I'll give you the page. I'll give you the page when I come up with a YouTube name. But Chris Paul going to the Spurs, bro.
Who do they trade to get him?
What you gotta do? But Chris Paul going to the Spurs. They might trade DeJounte. I mean, they might not come off injury, but I don't care who he got traded. But they're not trading DeRozan. But it's gonna be a 3-team trade if it's not straight up. But Chris Paul gotta go to the Spurs. He got to orchestrate his way to go to the Spurs.
I don't think he wants to go to the Spurs.
He gotta go to the Spurs. That's the one team that I see in the league where he could go to right now and he could play like he want to play his game, and still have a chance to like beat the Warriors and go to the finals. I don't see no other team out there right now, presently constructed, that he could go to and play his game and still win. He go to the Spurs and the Spurs play the Warriors. Spurs will win 4-1 or they might sweep them. It'd be a sweep or 4-1.
Healthy Spurs. It depends. We got to see who on the roster.
If Chris Paul right now, the Spurs they have the Spurs team they have right now that went almost like that took Nuggets to 7 games. If that team had Chris Paul on it, they would be playing right now against the Warriors. I promise you. That team has everything. They don't have a true point guard. Derek White had that one game. He had 36 points, and everybody like, oh, Pop does it again. I don't know how he does it. He found another all-star point guard. He the next Tony Parker. No, calm your brakes, cool your jets, bro.
Now, see, I don't like.
That's backup, but Chris Paul is so much better.
Oh, come on, yeah, of course. It's the Jeremy Lin thing. Didn't nobody had no tape on you, man. Don't want nobody worried about no Derek White going to the. You know what I'm saying? How gameplay and stuff. Wasn't nobody worried about him like that. I mean, you scouting him, but like you're not expecting him to do that. So yeah, I mean,
exactly.
Of course,
so you can't depend on that.
Yeah, no.
So if Chris Paul was on that team right now, they'd be playing against the Warriors. Like I'm telling you, bro.
So you're saying they 4-1 in the Warriors?
Say that again.
Did you say they would? I thought I heard you say that they would 4-1 or sweep the Warriors.
No, they be playing right now against the Warriors.
Okay, I think so. Who said they would 4-1? You said they 4-1 somebody?
The Rockets.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think the Rockets are that good.
No, they're not.
They're good when they win. They win. I don't know. I just said they could beat the Blazers because James Harden can go off for 50. So can Damian Lillard or CJ, but I don't know. They just find a way to win. I don't like the Rockets. It's just hard to bet against them.
It's
Yeah,
James Harden.
yeah, he's good. I just don't like his style of play. I
That's
don't
what
like
I'm saying.
his.
Well, it's not him. I mean, he gonna do what the coach say. I mean, then he said that's how we're gonna play, and that's how we're gonna play. He just doing what the coach said. Same way when they had Kevin McHale before, Pat Bev was the one, and they was running James Harden like off of screens and like trying to play like traditional too. But his game that wasn't his game. He needed the ball in his hand, and you see what happened.
I forgot about Kevin McHale.
You see what I'm saying? So he didn't blossom. Man, you gonna say no Kevin McHale? No.
I said, why aren't teams?
You gonna say why the Lakers ain't hit up Kevin McHale?
I'm saying, why isn't he being brought up with other teams?
Because he ain't a good coach.
You don't think so?
I mean, it's either he ain't that good of a coach, or people like, all right, either he don't want to do it, or people like, no, we've seen that, done that. We already know what you bet. Cause what did he with? Didn't he coach Kevin Garnett?
I mean, I gotta look this up. I'm not a big in the Kevin McHale. I just know him in Houston. I don't know if Kevin Garnett have a relationship. I don't know the specifics or dynamic of that.
Man,
Let's jump into this. Let's jump into the draft. The draft lottery. Do you like the new draft lottery? What are you thinking?
What do you mean?
Just the way it's done. So you know how the old draft would have been is like, okay.
Hold on, my fault. He was the GM. He was the GM for the Timberwolves, not a coach. Yeah. But go ahead.
Well, so with the draft, so you know how like the Knicks, Suns, and Cavs were projected top picks, and then in previous drafts, they probably would have been in somewhat order of top 3 or top 4. You know what I'm saying? They would have been up there. But this year they changed the draft lottery to prevent teams from tanking. We didn't really know how exactly it would be. Well, I didn't know how it would be. I kind of heard that they're doing something new, but I don't know the dynamic of it or anything. But I guess it's to stop teams from tanking because your pick necessarily isn't guaranteed as it was before. So are you feeling how the Suns, Cavs, and Knicks aren't where they projected to be? How they're further out in the draft, or do you wish it would go back to the old way?
I mean, I don't think they just did this like this year.
No, it was this year. Because this is why everybody jumped up so much. It was because this year. This is the first year they're doing it.
They purposely said we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I always thought like the draft lottery was like a lottery.
Nah, but this year they made it harder for teams. So that's why the Lakers jumped up so much. Like teams don't usually jump up like that.
So teams that purposely, I see what you mean.
So the teams that tank, you're not guaranteed that top pick. So the Cavs.
But you really can't say that. You really can't say that because Sacramento. You really can't say that because I see Boston has the 14th pick from Sacramento via Philadelphia, meaning that's supposed to be Sacramento's pick.
Right.
So all year they wasn't tanking. They was like legit like contending. They was playing hard. Like they was
okay. Right. So I'm gonna say I don't have it in front of me. I kind of know off the top of my head some of it.
I'll tell you right now. I had to look it up. 14. I go 14-1. He got Boston, Miami, Charlotte, Minnesota. Well, I'll tell you the teams that tank and where they at. So you got, I don't know, Charlotte tank.
They didn't tank. Charlotte didn't tank.
What about Minnesota? They tank after they traded. I think they tanked after they traded Jimmy.
Look, I don't know if they tanked or they sucked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know what they are doing. I think they just suck.
So you got.
I
think they suck. They suck.
Yeah, I think they actually were trying to win.
So you got Atlanta from Dallas. So Dallas didn't try to tank till after. Well, they did try to tank when they were starting Dirk. They was tanking. So they got 10. So Atlanta that was purposely tanking, they got 8. Chicago that's purposely taking got 7. Phoenix that was.
Let's go Wizards. Not even that we're tanking, but they were just a bad team that probably deserved a higher pick. The Wizards should have got a higher pick than 11. They were projected a higher pick than 11. That's really supposed to be the Lakers spot. They should have had a higher pick. I don't think they're tanking. I'm not even saying all these teams are tanking. We know for sure the Knicks tanked. We know for sure.
Well, I'm saying I'm trying to get to the teams that we knew was
Okay.
purposely tanking and where they at.
Okay.
So Atlanta, we knew was tanking. Atlanta was tanking?
No, I think they just weren't good.
They was tanking at first. No, they was tanking, but the players, they rallied together. Like, I know that.
Yeah, they weren't. You could have put up a better team than what you had, yeah.
So they was tanking, but they started playing better. So they was tanking. Chicago was tanking, they 7. Phoenix was tanking, they 6. Cleveland was tanking, they 5. New York was tanking, they 3. Memphis, I think they started tanking after they realized they wasn't gonna like be good. Like once they started like trading, like once they started like looking for trades.
For Conley and Gasol, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they were like, all right, we're just gonna start taking from there. So I think how to say, if you're right, I think if you're right, going forward, the teams that give
because the Suns tanked and they got what pick they had, the 6th, 7th, 8th?
6.
They could have the number 1 pick, Antoine, as bad as they were. It don't make you jump. The old lottery wouldn't jump you back that far. From the 6, how we jumped up, like we're not jumping up 7 spots like that from projected. This is to prevent tanking and to prevent teams from tanking because you don't know where you're going to end up. So the Cavs, you sucked all year for nothing. I mean, you get 5th pick still, but you could have had the number 1 overall pick. You were in competition for the number 1. And 1 to 5 is a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, Phoenix, y'all were trying to be bad. And, like, look, you're trying to get Zion. And you're not even anywhere close to Zion. You can't make any moves to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're way out of the range you should have been in.
If you're right, I think going forward, we might start seeing a lot more of this.
Yeah, well, you are. I don't think teams will be tanking either. They're not going to because it's going to be hard to recover. I think people are really going to start to put their best foot forward.
Well, now that we know the lottery, know the draft, what's going to happen? Like, who's going to get Anthony Davis? Cause that's how we know the draft. Like, is that trade going to happen before or after the draft? Cause that dictates a lot.
I would get it done before. Just get it over with, and you can move on, and y'all can stop having that cloud over your team. Move on past it.
True. He still want to be traded.
Yeah, he does. Just get it over with, trade him, and get what you need to get out of it, and so we can quit talking about it, and y'all can finally know what pieces you have in front of you instead of sitting around, guessing around, playing around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what team you're going to have constructed. You don't want to walk into, especially with young players, you don't want to have them walk into a situation that's kind of chaotic.
He's not going to the Lakers.
No, he's not. They're not going to do it like that.
Well, it's not even that. Like, he's not even going to choose them. Like, so many uncertainties. Like, say he go there, he probably going to have a new coach in 2 years. He probably have a new GM in 2 years. He's gonna have it like.
Oh, you said Anthony Davis not gonna choose us? So
no, he's not. Like y'all a clown show, bro. That'd be like a free agent like trying to choose the Knicks like 2 or 3 years ago.
The Knicks are in a worse spot than us, though.
No, right now the Knicks are a better organization than y'all.
How?
They have structure. They have stability. Like we're not talking about 2001. We're not talking about 2000, 2002. We're not talking about 2009. We're not talking about 2010. We're talking about right now, May 16, 2019. The Knicks are a better organization.
The Knicks they just had the worst record in the league.
Bro, you just said they tanked on purpose.
I mean, they did for nothing.
Okay. But we talking about draft or we talking about record?
So I just don't.
You brought up record. We just got them talking how they just tanked purposely. Of course, the record gonna be crap.
Look, I don't know if they're better running this. Not with James Dolan there. Not when you still have the first year coach there. Not his first year. They're not. He's not a first year coach.
Bro,
his first year,
coach. Like they GM coach, president basketball operations know what he's doing. GM know what he's doing. Coach Fizdale, he a top coach. Like what you mean?
I mean, it's better than it was when Phil Jackson was there. I guess I gotta see more of it. It's okay. Yes, it's what you're saying. They're more intact today than how we are. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Going forward, there's gonna be a better franchise here.
Nah, you pushing it. No.
For real, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. Like once like LeBron leaves, then hey, y'all go ahead and just enjoy what y'all want to, enjoy that 13.
They don't. I don't like. So you know how like in real life how we don't like too much government in our business.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's too much ownership in the Lakers. Like pick a president. Let everybody do their job. Like you don't do. I mean, yeah, you kind of have the final say. Like if you want to trade a LeBron or something like that, but get some people and let them do their job. That's what you hired them for.
I mean, but she got to be hands on. Like that's how she make her money.
Antoine, what I'm saying is, whenever you hire a coach, let him bring his team in there and who.
That's true. That's true.
You know
I would.
yeah,
don't know
so
how mad
if you have the president hire the coaching staff, I'm not saying you don't. You go home and sip on some wine and then receive some emails. Now you want to be hands on. You want to be a part of the process, but you gotta let everybody use their strength and their abilities to the best of their ability. As like just let the coach get his staff, let the GM do what he's supposed to do, let the president do what he's supposed to do. You still be a part of it, but let them do what they need to do. Because then if say I'm gonna say Dave Yeager, say if Frank Vogel can he do the best he can do with the people y'all put around him? Yeah, I think Jason Kidd's all right. Yeah, whoever else, but maybe he had his own, staff. And they know how he needs his stuff to go.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Ty Lue, y'all trying to put a kid and Frank Vogel with Ty Lue. Maybe Ty Lue got some people in place that he like. Okay, now they know how I'm running my systems. They know how I want things done. You know what I'm saying? Even with your coach, you got Coach. He has you picked out, and you know his system, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna let nobody else just be like, okay, well, you put him here and him here. He's like, nah, I need Antoine to do this. I want him here because he knows how I like this done. And when they come to me, they're gonna be prepared for the way that I do things. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
So I just don't like how they just interfering in that part of it. They better hope it work out. They're gonna be firing another coach because y'all didn't know what y'all was doing. Frank Vogel is not. He's not a long-term answer for us. I don't even know. This just better work out.
Exactly. Y'all just thinking short term.
Like this better work out.
Like LeBron stuff. Like LeBron could dip after
next year.
Yeah.
He'll play this season. Next season he can leave.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking about too. I think he's gonna leave if we don't get it together.
What you mean? Like
I think the first year was a rough year. Let's just see where it goes from here. Let's just get us a president. Let's draft well. Let's not screw this up. And let's just hope everybody's healthy for the season. We don't have a bad team. And we just have a lot of injuries, and we just have a messed up front office.
Like Frank Vogel, he plays slow when he's with Indiana. Okay.
He was a slow team. Roy Hibbert can't make it up the court. David West is slow. Everybody here was slow.
Hold on.
You can't play fast with Roy Hibbert, Antoine. I just think that this just better work out. That's all I'm saying.
It's not gonna work out, bro. I ain't even gonna look up the stats. It ain't gonna work out, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. Like it might not. But they put Jason Kidd there, like like they wanted, like pretty much Frank Vogel is they plan A, Jason Kidd is plan B. Like, all right, let's try it our way, and if it don't work, I guess we'll go with LeBron's guy. But he's not even LeBron's guy. They just think that every former player that played in the NBA that's a coach, like, all right, he cool with NBA, he cool with LeBron. LeBron gonna like him. Like he might, but we know who this guy is.
We should have got Ty Lue. I mean, I probably would have given him the 5 years just to see. But even so, let me tell you something. How the media try to portray it is if you don't get Ty Lue, oh my gosh, how could you let Ty Lue slip from your fingertips? He was right there. LeBron needs him. Blah 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 blah. Then if I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing it. If we would have got Ty Lue as the coach, the next day they would have been like, LeBron's running the franchise. Clutch Sports is running this. We see they've given it away. They've given up. It's a dumpster fire. We gonna get clowned either way. But I think we should have gotten Ty Lue because he just has a record of going to the championship so many times. And I'm not even gonna lie.
But that's the stigma. Is that LeBron or is that on him?
Nah.
Because he got to the finals. We got to the finals with
before too. No, but I'm saying, okay, if I'm just being real, the Warriors team when they played y'all last year, whenever LeBron's last year was with the Cavs, the Warriors were way, way better than y'all. I think they still swept LeBron, if I'm not mistaken. I have it in front of me. I think it was still a sweep. But it was actually like close games. There wasn't no blowouts. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually coached them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just like they just ran into the Warriors and got blown out. Yeah, they got swept, they got beat. But it wasn't like they were just getting clowned on. You know, and they for the roster they had, it was they did good, especially when after J.R. Smith blew that
first game
one. First game, yeah. So I'm just saying, like he can coach, you know. He can make it competitive with the Warriors.
Exactly.
I think we should have got him because you can scheme against them. You know what you're doing.
He knows. As I was gonna say, he knows them.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can see why you don't want to give a coach 5 years.
And the Warriors gonna be without KD too.
Next year, yeah. No, we should have got him.
Exactly. He beat them when they didn't have KD. Came back. But enough of the like. All right, we'll before we move on. So with the 4th pick, y'all not gonna trade it to like y'all not trading it to New Orleans. Like that's not happening. So who y'all picking? Who y'all picking? Y'all not trading. There's nobody y'all can trade it to. Who y'all picking?
I got it down between three players who I want.
Who?
I want to see. The thing is, they're all mystery players because you don't really know. I don't think you've seen any of their full potential. I like Darius Garland. I only seen a little bit of highlights. That's all he has is a little bit of highlights. But he was projected high before this season, and I think from what I've seen, the way he creates shots, he's got range too. I like Darius Garland. I like Jarrett Culver. Culver from Tech. I didn't really follow Tech throughout the season. I seen him in the tournament, but he's a stud. And then I like Cam Reddish, man. I know a lot of people will be like, man, Cam Reddish, he ain't do nothing with Zion.
You gonna pick? You basically gonna pick Nick Young with the 4th pick overall? People say Kevin Durant and all that. No, they could reach. He a shooter. It's called what it
Nah,
is. He Nick Young.
he bigger than Nick, like size
Nick
wise.
Young 6'7".
I'm
What he
saying
6'7", 6'8", 1 inch
way.
tall?
It's just I don't even know if he can. They made him Nick Young. They tried to play around RJ and Zion. He couldn't really. And
Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually have we're gonna talk about like before the draft. We'll have a podcast. We'll have an episode in which we talk about prospects more in depth. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't watched nobody game like that. Like the way if you just watch ESPN, you think the only players in college basketball coming out is Zion, RJ, and who
Ja
else?
Morant.
And John Morant. Yep. So I really don't know. Like I really don't know. Like who
draft. It's a 3-person draft.
exactly. So I don't know. Like they saying the same thing. Like what last year, and the year before that, and you still got to play. You got Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma was a star. He was picked like in the 20s, like 26. You know what I'm saying? So there's always
Mitchell.
You see what I'm saying? So there's gonna be somebody that there's gonna be somebody that they're not talking about that's gonna come out and be like surpass expectations, and then that's when ESPN gonna be all over them. But I want to try to find that guy before they do. So I'm gonna be on the look for that. So the fourth pick, I don't know what I should do because I don't know who's out there, but I just know y'all not gonna trade it because y'all not gonna trade too.
Nah, I don't think we should trade. I think I was even thinking about this. I think the best we could do is if they were trying to trade it for like a Bradley Beal, which I wouldn't even do that.
No,
but I think
if you want Bradley Beal, you might as well just try to get you might just draft RJ Barrett. I hate when teams do that. Like what was that year? When Malik Monk was out, the Knicks passed on Malik Monk just to sign Tim Hardaway Jr. to like $80 million. Like, bro, if you wanted to score, you could have got one for like just $12 million, $15 million.
Exactly. He's the same thing without the max contract.
And you just traded him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you had him before, and you traded him away, and you re-signed him for $8. You know, I ain't gonna get into all that. But yeah, man. I think Zion one. Who got Memphis? Yeah, they're gonna go Ja Morant because they been trying to get rid of Conley for like past 2 years.
Yeah.
Plus he older, so that's an easy pick. And then Knicks, I think they might go.
They're going RJ Barrett. So where they might go?
RJ. So who would they leave y'all?
I'm telling you. So what do you think? What position do you think the Lakers need?
Best available. Really... I don't do all that position. That's how teams stay sorry. They be passed on great players because they need a power forward or they need a center. Like Kings and the Suns both passed on Luka. I'm just gonna leave. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Or sometimes that can't get you in trouble. I think back when the Timberwolves had like a second pick and they drafted Derrick Williams when they already had Kevin Love, and this when the NBA wasn't thinking about like small ball. So Kevin Love was always the 4. Like they wouldn't play him at the 5 that much. But in today's NBA, like Derrick Williams would be cold, especially on that team because Kevin Love be playing the 5, Derrick Williams would be the 4. But back then they were like, he's a tweener. We don't know this. We don't know that. Like this when Kyrie came out. Yeah. So that can't bite you. So sometimes you do have to do position, but sometimes you gotta be creative. It's best available, and we figure it out later.
Because Derrick Williams kind of like today's game. Today's young guy, kind of like a John Collins, right? You would say so.
Who?
Derrick Williams.
No, he's more explosive than that.
Who
Derrick Williams. I'll say Derrick Williams. He was like
I think I'm a dunker, young dunker.
Yeah, it gotta be
young,
a dunker.
Big dunker.
It gotta be it's a slasher that could hit
John Collins.
But John Collins, Derrick Williams more athletic than him. I'm not gonna let you disrespect Derrick Williams like that.
Who else you got?
Like I tell you right now, Derek Wills goes to the big three. He'd be one of the best players in them. He'd be one of the best players on there. Guaranteed. But he still getting G League and overseas money.
I like Derek Williams.
I do too. But the fourth pick, y'all gotta do something. But y'all better pick somebody that's gonna be there for a while. Cause once LeBron leave y'all next year, after next year, we gotta plan something else. Like he not like LeBron not gonna finish out that contract. Next year his last year. I'm putting that out there. Next year his last year. No. If he don't get nobody, if no free agent coming this year, he gone. He going somewhere.
What free agent do you? So I'm low key like, what free agent do you want?
I would say Jimmy, but he ain't gonna pass up on that 5th year. Like, what's his name? What's that coach's name? Thibodeau. Yeah, you know Thibodeau. He grind his players, so they were like, this might be his last like big contract. So he going for that 5. So he gonna stay in Philly. But I really want Jimmy. Jimmy and LeBron, that'd be dog. With that team right now, like LeBron, like Lonzo 1. You got to trade Brandon Ingram, bro.
I was thinking about like what we're gonna do with the 2. Like
trade Brandon Ingram, go ahead and get you a nice, you know what I'm saying? Or you go ahead and just trade Brandon Ingram, do a little sign and trade, and trade Brandon Ingram to the Warriors to go ahead and get you Clay.
They ain't gonna do that.
Or no, you won't do that. But that's what I do. You got to trade Brandon Ingram. I would say go get. Nah, he a free agent. I was gonna say get Avery Bradley, but he a free agent.
Oh, stop it! Oh, come on now, you tripping.
About what?
Why would you want Avery Bradley over Brandon Ingram?
I mean, you already know how I feel about Brandon Ingram. I mean,
you tripping now? I mean, you was right with Clay.
Bro, he takes Sean Prince with a handle. Like you could do so much better.
Okay, for one, that you can't trade Brandon Ingram. Like nobody wants Brandon Ingram because he's the blood clot issue. That's a scary investment to take on.
All right, so you know what I'm saying? Leave him an IR. So we'll take Lonzo 1. No, they should re-sign Lance Stevenson. Re-sign Lance, make him the 2. No, when Lance
starting?
Yes. Starting? When Lance got quality minutes, he was called like Lance Stevenson played. He balled out.
Nah, you tripping, bro.
Like out of all the players that y'all like say that didn't fit LeBron, he did. Like 2 did. Well, 3 of them did. Like I'll bring back Rondo.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna let you go. I'll tell you who I would start or who, if we could get a free agent, who I would want. But go ahead. So you said
I'll bring back Rondo, Lance, and JaVale. Okay. Starting, I would do Lonzo, Lance, LeBron. No. Oh, I'm tripping. All right, if we got Jimmy, you might be able to keep Brandon Ingram, but it depends on what LeBron want to do. So you can possibly go, you go LeBron, you go Lonzo. So we don't need a 2. So you go Lonzo, Jimmy. You either go Lonzo, Jimmy, LeBron, Kuzma, JaVale. That's a cold team. Or you could go. Well, no, you got to start Kuzma.
You got to start Kuzma.
So you already got a starting 5. You get Jimmy and you good. Stop trying to coddle Brandon Ingram because he was the 2nd overall pick and let him be the 6th man. You know what I'm saying? Let him be the modern day Lou Williams. That's it. Let him be the modern day Jamal Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get Jimmy Butler, that's got to be the move. You can't try to force no small ball lineup and go Kuzma 5, LeBron 4. No.
Nah.
Go
you get Kuzma off the bench.
Lonzo 1. No. Lonzo. No. I hate when people try to put one of their best players on the bench. Like, bro.
Brandon Ingram's one of the best players.
Kuzma not better. He's not better than Kuzma.
Like you said, he ain't better than Jason Tatum.
I mean, I'm gonna chalk this. I'm put this on Kyrie. Wait till next year before I start saying, all right, you right, but I'm not gonna give that up. I still say Jason Tatum better. Kyrie know that. I know his skill set, but I'm gonna wait till next year when Kyrie ain't there to see. Like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till next year. I'll give you an honest assessment after next year when Kyrie ain't there. Them shots gonna be gone.
before Bi got hurt, Bi was on a tear. Be real, Bi was tearing the league
Everybody else
up.
was tanking. Everybody else was in tank mode. So
Oh my
everybody,
god!
for real, everybody switched. So I mean,
Can we
it
pull up
was
who
a,
we played? Can we pull up because I think we played some quality teams too. It wasn't like we just playing those scrubs. That's so
I
shit.
mean,
We gotta have
you really think the good top team is gonna take y'all serious? Like, all right, especially if they play in LA. Like, there's certain great teams that they lose to certain teams based on the location of that team. Like, I seen the Warriors lose to Miami.
Yeah,
You don't think all the Warriors was out the night before in Miami? That's how that happened. I seen teams come to LA. I seen LA beat some good teams while the night before everybody else out. Like, bro, we live in Milwaukee. We live in Washington. We live in Phoenix. When we live in Golden, you know what I'm saying? We get to LA, LA is LA. You know what I'm saying? We get to LA, we gonna do LA. I don't care we gotta play. I don't care we gotta work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Be millionaires talking about I don't care we gotta work tomorrow, nigga. We doing LA tonight. And that's what happened. That's all that happened, bro. They wild out, all the IG models they hit up, they just have them come through one by one. They might have a drink. You know what I'm saying? They get the presidential suite. Or they might legit just go out clubbing. And then they got to worry about playing. You think they're really going to like focus up and go to shoot around, focus to play against Alex Caruso and Thomas? He don't play for y'all. Alex Caruso and JaVale McGee, man.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, what's What's OG name? What's OG name? Ingram, Andre Ingram. Yeah, you think they really gonna go to the scouting report pages to make sure to know Andre Ingram plays? Come on now. And you went about y'all willing to tear. Those are teams you playing against.
Hey, we've been talking about Lakers a lot. This is really because Lakers is my team and you're a LeBron fan.
I mean, that's because that's where the GOAT is. If LeBron wasn't there, y'all would be irrelevant. You see, to say you're welcome. Say you're welcome.
I mean, you think we keep KCP?
No, you gotta let him go.
He had some good games in the year, but no, I would let him go too.
All right, you said enough Lakers talk. Let's move on. All right, put an X by it. Now, bro, who in Latvia got the reach to hit Porzingis on the forehead? Like, who got that reach? Man, we all know Porzingis got jumped by some Russian Knicks fans in his home country. Like, got jumped, bro. I seen that video. I said, oh, yeah, we're going to talk about this.
How do you get close enough to Porzingis to punch him?
That's what I'm saying.
Not even like physically, like he's bigger than you, but like where are his people at?
But like he in his home country, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you go back to your home city, your home, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think people gonna do you like that in your own city?
Man, we just RIP ain't nothing to joke about, but we just seen that happen to Nip.
I was just thinking about that. That's why I didn't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Booster said this on DJ Vlad. He said most rappers get killed in their home city more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's where the biggest hater is. So if he go home, you know what I'm saying? There's some dude in Lafayette right now seeing Porzingis hanging out with all these IG models on top of the Statue of Liberty torch, taking selfies, living a lifestyle, just got paid, playing with Luka, living in America, doing what he want to do. Like there's some dude right now in Lafayette working 9 to 5 minimum wage. He got to go home to his little apartment. You know what I'm saying? He got YouTube on his PlayStation. Drive a little Ford, little Ford F-150. Like, damn, I want that lifestyle. Why can't that be me? I remember Chris Stats when he was 12. I was a shooter. Why can't that be me? Then he pull up, thinking it's all love. Then somebody pulled up on him with a 2-piece. No biscuit. I don't think they make biscuits over there. I don't know. But they sure did pull up on him.
Man.
At that same energy, Birdman had on Charlemagne. I pulled up on you. Pulled up on him and swang on Porzingis, dog. I also want to know if Porzingis fight back. That's all I want to know. Like, did he get a couple licks in or what happened? Because NBA players don't fight. Well, a few do. So I just want to know
I'd
if he,
say
I just want to know if he's one of the ones that was swinging them hands.
so. Let me say something. I'm gonna just say in different settings I've been in. Uh, I played football growing up. Uh, after high school, done with football. Started playing basketball. Played in some rec leagues, and then I started kind of training in boxing. Got me a personal trainer and everything like that. But the people that have the most to say, that are the most cocky and the most arrogant, are the basketball players, and they think they can fight the most. They just I don't know what it is. It's some in their blood, and I know they really not about that, but they are the most.
Did you
They
say
the
it's something in
physical.
their leather?
You said what?
Say it's something that's in their leather?
Nah, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Nah, they the most sassiest of the athletes that I've been around. It's something in their blood. So
Oh,
I don't
man.
even like playing basketball. I don't like playing basketball because like you just know you're gonna get into it with somebody that's not really. You just gonna argue with somebody that's not really about that.
They end up throwing the basketball at your head. That's how fight start.
Okay.
Ah! Ah! Say that story for another time. But nah, like his hometown, that's what I can't get over. Cause like you said, like what happened in it. Like so,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had the same. Like I'm at home, I'm chilling, I'm comfortable. Had his guard down. That's crazy. Your biggest hater lives 5 miles away from you.
And you know what that is? Because they think that should have been me. I could have been that. I'm around. You know what I'm saying? You so close to greatness. Why couldn't that be you?
Uh huh.
That's basically what it is. But you ain't 7 feet, homeboy. They might have been 7 feet getting looks on him like that.
Oh, somebody had
That's
somebody had to hit Porzingis with a Superman punch, bro.
man, shirt all tore up and everything.
Had to. They had to do some MMA. I bet one of them like did a wall jump and just kicked him or something. You can't just punch no Porzingis, bro. Now we're going to introduce a new segment. You have fake news, so come on with your fake news segment of the day. This is the WTF story of the week. Uh, earlier this week, let me go to the story. I got to pull it up. We're pretty much talking about how. Come on. All right. Here's the headline of the story. My wife is pregnant after the affair and now wants me to pretend to be the dad. Let's go to the story. Now, he says he was wrapped up in work, busy man, work man. You know what I'm saying? Working long hours, provide for the housewife and the kids he already has. He has two girls. He already has two kids already, two sons. He's 41, she's 36. He's always at work trying to provide, you know what I'm saying, do what a husband's supposed to do, protect and provide. That's all we gotta do, protect and provide. He doing the latter part. Well, while he at work, dealing with rude people, dealing with rude customers, tired, wishing he was at home playing the PlayStation, maybe you know what I'm saying, wishing he was on Twitter, surfing the web, or maybe he would just wish he was at home, Netflix or chilling, or maybe I wish he was just shooting some hoops or getting a couple of swings in at the local golf club, golf course. But no, he at work trying to protect him, trying to provide for his family. And what she do? She wanna mess around. Got pregnant. Now, this what she wants. Quote, this is what he said. Wants me to take on the child as my own. Unquote. What would you do, EJ?
So absolutely not. I'm gone. Come on now. I cannot. if we are married and you're carrying somebody else's seed in you, and you want me to raise, no, I can't. I just cannot. It's a different thing between being a stepdad to a child. Like you're entering in their world. That child is in your world. He ain't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Got to go. I can't even entertain it. No. I mean, cheating. For one, I would say it's hard enough to forgive cheating, but to be so careless as to get pregnant. No, we got states. I'm not even go. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. We got to edit that part out. We got no.
See, that's basic, man.
That's
That's basic male instinct. You know what I'm saying? To feel like that. Now, this is in the comment section. We found this story on Twitter. In the comment section,
oh my God.
These are all the women were saying. This is a few. The first one, like this is how I found out the story, because this was like a woman commented on the retweet. Is what she said. A good man stands by his wife and doesn't let the devil tear apart his family. Bro man needs to be reminded that husband must persevere. It doesn't make sense now, but in time it will. His character needs to be put to the test to develop his faith. Hallelujah. Prayer hands. That's from at Miss Seeley Bellini. MSSIHLEBOLANI. That's her at. The next quote. He must remember his vows till death. He shall be thankful she still comes back to him every night. Mm-mm. Second comment. With all the options she has had every day as a woman, he really must count his blessing that she comes back to him.
This is what's wrong with the world today.
This is what women really actually feel.
Man, look here. This is why I gotta filter what I can really say. No, I'm gonna keep it. I gotta be me. I gotta be E. Women aren't out. So it's kind of the thing of. There's just one quote. Men sleep with who they can. Women sleep with who they want. And then there's women marry who they can. I'm sorry, women marry who they can. Men marry who they want.
That's a bar.
Man. So, like, she out here doing all this to a man that is in love with her. This is hard for men to settle down like that. Man, nah, you gotta go. I'm gone. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Talking about the vows. What about the vows you made to me? You just stepped out on me. And I got pregnant. It's bad enough that you stepped out on me, but you just got pregnant and expect me to be the father of this child. Absolutely not.
Yeah, she said raise it as his. He should raise it as his own.
No, man.
Might pretend to be the dad.
You got me bent. You got me bent. No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
I couldn't do it, bro. Yeah, that's a situation where it's like, all right, you and no boy have fun. This will be documented. This will be, you know what I'm saying? Like, the court system will know. This I'll fight for custody, like, for real. Well, that's type of situation. Like, you find your baby mama in a situation, your wife or your baby mama in a situation like that, you document it, log it, evidence, factual evidence, video or picture evidence. So when the time comes, you want your boys, your girls, your kids back. Like, I want custody for them. Hey, this could be a turning point. I couldn't do that, bro.
No.
Like, bro, with like Christmas time, if she do have kids, I'm only buying 2 Christmas gifts. Even if she have 3 kids, I'm buying school clothes for 2 kids. You better hope, old boy, you better hope your other baby daddy got money like me and take care of the kids like me. But there are situations in which baby mamas, they do have like 3 kids we have multiple baby dads, and maybe one of them is not providing the way he should be. So in that situation, if you're providing for a child, and you know your baby mama had another child with another dude, and what you gave for your child, she split up to give to the other child, how would you feel about that?
I would be upset. And I know that's messed up to think that, but I am giving my money to my child.
Yep.
Those other men ain't got nothing to do with me and my child. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm taking care of my responsibility. Now, if depending on our relationship, yeah, I mean, I can give the kids a Christmas present, or if I choose to volunteer and do things for them, which is, I'm a nice person, I would do that. Who's gonna
Oh,
go trick or treat, but I'm not. My money should not be directed towards them. That's
at
for
all.
you to figure out. That's for you to figure out. These are your kids. I'm doing my part as a man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with them. So don't take away from my child and their needs and what they should have because you don't lay down with somebody that couldn't provide. You got to be more careful.
It's very true.
You got to be more careful.
That's wild. Let's go. Let's talk about Uber. I only rode Uber
Okay.
one time, and like it was perfect for me because he didn't talk. Now, Uber is introducing a new mode, a new feature for its premium riders called Quiet Mode. Quiet Mode, if you select it, let your drivers know that the rider, the passenger, the customer would like to have a quiet ride, no conversation. Now that's something that's always talked about on Twitter. Like when a conversation like this pops up on Twitter, the conversation always goes, "Yes, I like it when it's quiet, like don't try to talk to me," or it's when the Uber driver lets the rider pick like the type of music, like give them the aux cord. So this is like wildly less popular. So people already like they already been wanting this. Now they just made it available. Like, all right, people don't have to be uncomfortable. You made a good point when we talk about this before recording. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, say that.
So I think the really the a lot of the Uber drivers are talking to the passengers. They want a good tip. You know,
Yeah.
they're already getting money from their fare. They're trying to get more money. They're trying to get in your pockets. I'm sure they do care about. Some people are just. I work in the service industry, and I'm going to talk and do what I can to get more money and things I do generally care about. And it's just easier to get more money with a good conversation. So I think that's just what it is. Like if I could still get the same amount of money and not talk to you, that's what I would do. I don't like, trust me. If we can have no dialogue but the necessary, that's I mean I'm down for that. If I'm getting the same amount of money, that's not how it works,
Yeah.
you know. But if they were down for that, I'm 100% down for it. And there are sometimes where I work, a lot of people they're in business meetings or got work to do, and they just really don't want to talk. Those are the best ones. I just leave them, let them do their thing. So yeah, I'm that would be good for me. I ain't got to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's that awkward silence because you feel like you should be saying something, or they should say something to you, or you don't really have a relationship. But if you just know off the rip, hey, they're just trying to rest, relax, cool. Let me just get them where they need to go. Hey, thank you. You're here. See you later. But yeah,
I think I think that's why Uber's doing that to get rid of that
yeah.
awkward silence, or that awkward moment.
Yeah, this is like the awkward conversation of like, so hey,
Yeah.
do you
That
do
small
you
talk.
you you like cats?
You like
you
it.
know, I'm just saying like you. What kind of air freshener is that? Or you like, let's
That was bringing the weather. So what
yeah.
do you think about the
Let's
weather?
just how long you been doing Uber for? Or how long? How you do you use Uber often? Or where you going? You're from?
What's the conversation some Uber drivers had with you? Like I said, I only had one Uber driver and he was quiet, so I ain't got no stories.
you're from around here, and I work in the airport, or sometimes I'll use Uber. I used to use Uber to go to work sometimes, and I'll be like, where you flying out to? I hope where you're going the weather's better than here. You just little stuff like that. And I'm like, bro,
Bro, you took Uber to work a few times.
well, so I work in.
Well, I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that,
No.
right?
You saying your name. Hey, you know what? EJ work at that.
Okay,
All right, well, I keep looking for him.
We can't even talk about it because I can't even tell you why I used it. So yeah, we just edit. Let's just edit that whole part out because I can't even. I can tell you off air why I use it, but yeah.
That's what's up, though. I think I'll do something.
Not that I took it from my house, but I'll tell you about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pimping.
No, not even like that. No. Not even. No. Basically, I park in the. We got to take.
All right, man. So we know we got that. That's a good. That's a great feature. Now we know recently the official drop date, but Uber they officially dropped. Like they're public now. There's Uber stock is available. There's a story recently, like Beyonce, she did a performance for him back in 2012. Was gonna get paid $6 million. She said no, give me $6 million in stock. Now it's $300 million. So knowing that we already have autonomous driving with Tesla, knowing that there are some flying cars, like individual cars, already out there, like there are flying cars that exist. And we know Uber pretty much wants to be the Uber of the sky, where it pretty much like flying cars, like get you past all the traffic that's below you. So is Uber stock a guarantee? Like we gotta get that stock. Is that a guarantee for sure by now?
As an investor, I don't have Uber stock.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And it's on a decline. It's on a decline.
You think so? You think it's high price because like it just came out, it just went public.
High price? It's not high.
No, I'm saying, well, you said it's gonna go lower. I mean, it's only 43 as we presently talk.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
Bro, I just look it up.
I mean,
so if we know if Uber stock is 43,
yeah, it's 43.
Okay, then. So
the performance
is that too high? Or is that too low? Or is that or you just getting the game? Or you want to keep waiting until it gets like below 40? Like what's your game plan?
Well, year to date they're down 4.5%. So I mean, if you're going to invest, I would say do it now with Uber. I just would have to see what's going to go on.
In terms of what?
In terms of, I don't know. I just don't like how it's down 4% year to date. I mean, I guess this would be the good time to do it while they are down. Because we know, I would hope that they would go up, but you never know with the future. I mean, that's why I don't know. I just don't. It don't strike me to invest in Uber. I don't know. It's just something I don't really.
Okay, I'll tell you why you should. Like especially if it's like low, like I mean like the big companies, but if you find a company that's not really known about, it blows up. You really make money. Like say you got investments in like websites and companies that's like well known, and you get like $10 a share, $15 a share, $20 a share, something cheap like that. And then they blow up to make billions, and then the share go up to 1,000, like Amazon. So imagine you buy Amazon stock back in what 90 something, $5, $10. That's 1,000. You can't think like short term. You got to think futuristic, like futuristic projection, like how the future gonna be. Like I'm pretty sure the people that had investments and had investments in cordless phones and house phones, yeah, they pissed now. They still got their stock. You think about the future. So if Uber, they already got not a monopoly, it's still lit, but they still have a business in which like everybody knows that Uber is Uber, like that's an Uber, like that's a brand name that's pretty much like a catchphrase similar to Google. Like when somebody say look something up, they don't say like go search engine or look it up on the internet. They just go Google it. So when you're already that ingrained into people's mind that you're a transportation company, and you're thinking futuristic, like we're gonna have flying cars, that flying taxis, pretty much. Why wouldn't you invest? Especially when it's car down the road that drive themselves. Like there's a Tesla right now driving past your house. Nobody driving it. That's where the future's going. That's why they just go ahead and invest into it.
Man, I don't know.
We'll have an episode where we just talk about stocks. Like we're like, all right, like let's like research stocks, like for real, and research like what it is and what you should do and some good stocks and research some stocks that was cheap back like 10, 15 years ago. That's now like one of the top ones. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't happen. Like don't Facebook got stock? Yeah, they do. Facebook is a website, bro. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. Like, there's a website right now that can get no traction, like Twitter back in the day. Imagine you invested in Twitter or in IG when it only had like thousands of users. Now I got billions. That's where investment comes from. Like if you invest in in a company that's already like big time, like if you invest in Apple right now, then I already give you no kudos.
We can talk about something off air. I think it's where we in the podcast. We already at an hour and a half.
Hour 15 on my clock.
Okay.
We're at hour 16 the timer. So we're going to end it. We could come to the end. So coming to the end, do you have a fake news segment of the day for us today?
Fake news segment of the day. I always got fake news segment. Fake news segment that Zion's the next LeBron. Fake news.
I'll take that. Oh, yeah,
not even close. If you know that, LeBron, come on, no anybody. Nah, bro. LeBron's a prodigy. I mean, Zion's a man boy, but he ain't the next LeBron. Get off the gas. Off the gas, please.
To me, Zion is a combination of Dominique Wilkins, Larry Johnson, and a little bit of Charles Barkley.
He's Charles Barkley, Derek Williams.
You Charles Barkley with a vertical.
Charles Barkley, Derek Williams had a baby.
Boy, you gonna say Zion, Derek Williams with a handle? You crazy? Yeah, we end on that though. You ladies and gentlemen, like thank you for listening and being in tune with another episode of our podcast that we currently do not have a name for, but we're still providing content. I think we might just upload and just do a podcast name later.
Black channel. How about we vote on the name?
No, I ain't gonna leave it up nobody come up with my podcast name. I'm not no pro team who's trying to get fans to come up with a name for the mascot.
Okay.
But soon we will have a podcast name. We're doing good content. Episode 0. Like I said, we did that last week. I might edit that, put it on SoundCloud. So you'll know like our very first recording. This won't be up. I'm just gonna put it out there with no title, no nothing. I'm just gonna put it out there and we'll figure all that later. Cause this is something that me and EJ I like doing it. I hope EJ like doing it. I would like to continue doing this. It's fun. I mean, we talk every day pretty much. Not on the phone, but we talk least once or twice a week on the phone. So might as well record it, make content, right? You know, think futuristic.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a fabulous and wonderful rest of your week. This weekend, be safe. If you drink, get a designated driver. If not, get an Uber. If you're listening to this and you hear this Uber talk, not
Hey,
sponsored by Uber, but
they need to sponsor us. We start pumping them in like that.
one day, you know.
We might have a rival ride share company hit us up. You know what I'm saying?
You just might. If they do that, hey, we might be sponsored by Lyft. We start talking about Lyft on next episode. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for giving us your time, a little bit piece of time of your day, time of your life, and do you? Yeah.
Peace, love, and truth.
Peace, love, and truth. You gonna put this on your? You gonna put it on? You seen that on some girl wall, didn't you? In her home.
I made that up.
Boy.
I made that up. Peace, love, and truth, y'all. Hey.
True. That's your outro.
That's my outro. Peace, love, truth.
Hey, we're gonna end on that note. Once again, we out. Peace.